Hello everyone, this video is coming to you from my slumbers. I've finished night shifts and I'm currently in bed, but this is a quick presentation from me and Asma on the Radbox teaching. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Cam, I'm one of the SHOs, I'm one of the GP trainees. I'm just going to quickly run through the survey data that we took for the Radbox quality improvement project, which Asma will tell you more about. So without further ado, I'm going to give you just 2 or 3 minutes of the data. So Radbox, this whole presentation is what is it, how do I use it, and what are the benefits? Asma's probably already told you about the fact that it's a radiology tool to document interpretations, and we can have a look at things with different radiologists. And you can look at the discrepancies between what your findings are compared to the radiology findings. We wanted to try and quickly create a case for using this more and more and to try and integrate it into our both induction pathways and regular education. So we collected some survey data from our pediatric department with the objective to kind of see what was going on, what was on people's minds, and then B, to kind of look at it to see how we could deliver some sort of education to clinicians and across departments, and then we'll obviously resurvey this in due course. So let's dive in. There were 31 clinicians that were surveyed, 18 of which responded, which is great. So we had a good 58% response rate. You can see here that we had quite a good mix of consultants and registrars and SHOs. Next slide. And the questions really were broken down into 2 sections, so patient care and clinician learning. So we asked the same questions, which was 3 questions, 1, 2, and 3. And having a tool to review my interpretation of patient imaging is beneficial for patient care. How much do you agree with the statement, having a tool that flags me about my mispathology interpretation and discrepancy of patient imaging is beneficial for patient care? And then having a tool that allows clinicians to compare their interpretations of patient imaging to the official radiology report is beneficial for patient care. And then we use those same 3 questions for clinician learning as well. And we just plotted the results on a 5-point Likert scale, which is sort of, 1 strongly disagree all the way till 5 strongly agree. And overwhelmingly positive. So for those 3 questions on patient care, there was quite a strong positive, either strongly agree or somewhat agree, 83.3%, sort of 88%, 88% for patient care, which was great to see. And those same 3 questions again for clinician learning was even more positive, so 94, 95% for the same 3 questions, basically agreeing that this is a really good tool to be used. We also kind of highlighted that there's quite a big unmet need. So if we go back into this question here, which is how often do we use Radbox, almost 89% say that they rarely or never use it, which is interesting. And also we kind of just showed from the survey that there's quite good buy-in from colleagues. So people do think that actually we should be shown how to use Radbox as part of our induction process. So you can see the sort of purple and the green here, almost sort of 80% of people think that that's a good statement to have, and we should have that as part of induction. And also when we surveyed about regular teaching for looking at different common Radbox findings, seeing if we're missing blurred right heart borders or things like that, it might be a nice thing to have regular teaching. People agree with that statement, so there's quite a big chunk of people that agree would be good for patient care. And then for clinician learning, it's even more positive, so almost sort of 90% of people think that's the case. So yeah, so overall, in summary, what we can see from the survey is that the Radbox is quite a good tool, and we think that it should be a valuable tool to be used for patient care and also for clinician learning. We've demonstrated that there's an unmet need, that it's rarely or poorly used, and we do feel like there is good appetite for Radbox education from this initial survey. So I'm going to hand over now. That was my little bit done, and I'm actually off to go to a night shift now. So I've recorded this earlier, obviously, and I'm currently sleeping, but Asma will take over from here. Asma, over to you.